Good evening, guys. I have been in my conference all day, and I don't have a ton to say. There's another Blue October concert tonight, so I'm pretty excited, except for I have to record it while I'm doing the rest of the conference in a little bit. So you're getting me on my little break here. But there's a theme that keeps showing up for me this week in the classes I take and just, life. And here, I just got off of the conference, and the last thing they did for the day was try to sell their program. And essentially the cost of the program, it probably has a value of over $80,000. And they just asked, all 2,200 of us, do we want to spend $22,000 on this program for a year? And no, I did not buy it, just for the record. But it's interesting because there's something about believing in yourself, so people are taking this leap because it's a environment for people with either new or growing businesses. And I think about $22,000 as a car, like a whole entire car. And I just think the correlation I drew tonight when thinking about it, and the reason, I'll be honest, the reason I didn't buy it is because I did just hire a coach to work with me one-on-one, and I thought that was a better fit than this $20,000 program, and I'm already working with them in a different way anyway. So it's not that I'm not willing to invest in myself. I am, and I'm trying to do it sort of responsibly, and I say sort of because I believe that everything's going to work out in the investments that I'm making in the coach and into the other two programs that I'm in are coaching programs essentially. And I feel really good about that because I'm learning and I'm putting the time and energy into me. And every time I buy a new class, I rationalize the spend a little and compare it to a college tuition. And I feel like I'm getting much more value with the route I'm going. But where I'm drawing the line is the correlation that I wanted to share was recovery and not betting is an investment too. And it's an investment in yourself. And I'm not sure what comes first. I think that the mindset piece comes first. You have to start working on knowing that you're worth it. You are worth it. We're all worth it. And sometimes it's just so hard to believe in ourselves. And I'll use that example again of those voices in our head. And I've been struggling with my voices in my head have not been behaving themselves lately, and I've had to fight through it. And I don't mind sharing that with you so you know that it's not just your voices in the head. It doesn't make sense to me either. Why do we have these voices in our head? Why, when we can treat probably everybody else in the world with love and kindness, and it's so much harder to do it with ourselves. So that's kind of what I want to go into the weekend thinking about is, am I treating myself the way I deserve to be treated? The way we deserve to be treated. That's what we need to ask. And we deserve the best. We deserve to be happy. We deserve to be loved. We deserve to be cherished. We deserve to be respected. Every single one of us deserves that. And it's important to recognize, and I'm not going to tell you that it's easy. Like I said, I've struggled with beating myself up a lot this week. And a little bit last week. And last week it was, the guilt that my brother tried to put on me. So I think that started some of the tailspin. Not that it's his fault. It's my fault for interpreting it the way I did. But, that was on me. He can't control my feelings. He has his actions. And then I feel the way I feel about him. It's just that way. So, be thinking about that. And if there's not anyone better opportunity to invest in yourself, it's to quit gambling. Like, seriously, invest in yourself. Give yourself a life that provides you opportunity and choices and presence and state of mind and better relationships and a better bank account and a better health, because you're not sitting there, like holding, your bladder's not exploding because you won't leave the machine for 12 hours, and eating right. And there's so many benefits to not gambling. Like, the list is endless, but the point tonight is know that you're worth all those benefits. And if you have to talk through it with someone, talk through it with someone. I guarantee you that anybody that you talk to is going to tell you that you're worth it. And they're going to be more convincing than those voices in your head, probably. But other people can see in us sometimes what we can't see in ourselves. So please know that you're worth it. I could probably spend the weekend talking to you about the shit you shouldn't take from other people, but I think you probably know too on some levels. So look in the mirror, say I'm proud of myself. I'm a good person. I love myself. There's a reason I call you guys beautiful people. It's because we are beautiful people. We're beautiful on the inside. We're beautiful on the outside. And, my roommate in rehab, she made me this sign. Well, she didn't make it for me. I loved it. And she gave it to me. But it says perfectly broken. And I love that. And that's kind of, I'm not saying we're all perfect. We're flawed. But that doesn't mean that we shouldn't love ourselves and be proud of ourselves. So that's my food for thought for the weekend. I will talk to you guys in the morning. Try to get some rest between the concert and the rest of this conference. Anyway, all right, I'll chat with you tomorrow. Thank you, beautiful people.